Hello Cancer, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. And I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. If you want to, please like and share or like and subscribe. And let's see how we go. So in your love situation, it seems to me that the feelings are high at the moment. The feelings are very high. So there's some kind of situation unfolding or has been unfolding, and it's all around your emotional life, the emotional life of the relationship, or one or either of you. So emotions are high right at the moment. And this is to do with family, nurturing. Children obviously could come in, but it's also about femininity. So that may be on your side or your person's side. Also lineage. So this is regards to family. So family issues or family inheritances, or issues to do with family heritage may be coming up. There could also be to do with soothing and mother-like qualities, or becoming a mother, or aspects of motherhood, or feminine wisdom, or to do with the mother principle. And now this could be a physical mother in your life, or more than one mother, especially if you've got family gatherings, or it could be that you or either one of you is sort of working on issues around that. It's also about instinct and nurturing and things like that. So I guess feelings, instincts, and nurturing are very important at this time. Family matters, domestic matters. Travel may be coming up. It is mentioned as well. So maybe you're having to travel to be with family, or you want to visit family at this time. Because it's the end of the year. And it's also about reflecting on the past. And this can be family issues or to do with growing up, but also to do just with the past, issues to do with the past. So this can be emotions and things that happened in the past. So the moon can dwell on that. And that is why the rearview mirror is small. Okay, you can dwell on that. You can bring forward the wisdom and the understanding or inner standing, but you can't live there. Okay, you need to move forward. So I feel that there's something coming up to do with any one of those issues that is coming up in the relationship. It could also be to do with habits and moods within the relationship. Perhaps one of you is in that situation where you are examining your habits, or your habits and your moods are being reflected back to you by your person. And that could be bringing up conflicts or various types of issues at this time. Now, we have got You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. So I feel that if you're questioning aspects of you, to do with family or your heritage or the way you do things, or your family, or your relationship with other family members, or within yourself, or within the relationship, or it could be just to do with your own self-esteem and feelings around that. It's saying you are good enough. All right, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So something is rising to the surface, full moon. And Virgo is always about decluttering. So it could be that you've got old habits or moods or things from the past, things that are lingering, things that are not clear. It could also be habitual feelings, falling back into a particular type of behavior when you get challenged. These sorts of things do come up. And it's saying that there's some sort of decluttering that is required here. So whether that's letting go of emotional baggage or other aspects, or it could be family issues are intruding on your relationship as well. And there's a boundary that needs to be put there. There's lots of things that could come in. But this is also, the Virgo energy is also about discernment, okay? Being discerning about your energy, and being discerning about what you surround yourself with and the environments that you need to be in. Also around food, health, diet, well-being, all of these things come up with Virgo. So again, being the end of the year, lots of celebrations, maybe lots of overeating or drinking in some cases, what you're putting into your body, there could be issues around that. Or it could just be that you need to declutter a whole lot of things and just keep things simple. Virgo energy can be also very detail oriented. It could also be that you are nitpicking either of yourselves or yourself, or the overcritical or over analysis of certain things. It could also be that. The Virgo energy, the gift of Virgo is that discernment, but also weighing things up, sorting out the pros and the cons, not necessarily, pushing forward for a particular decision, but coming up with the analysis of it, the pros and the cons, and actually coming up with a sort of an idea of what is working and what is not. And that's sifting and sorting and applying analysis to a situation. So that is the gift of Virgo. But it's also about, looking after the body as your temple. So I feel that there could be issues arising up at this time in the relationship around any one of those issues. It's also got here, this is the divine door for the actual situation, and it says secret sketches, wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind, draw memories and sketches for others to find. This could be related to past memories or a journal or family traditions or things that have been passed down in the family. It could be artistic, it could be creative writing, as I said, a journal or pictures or photographs or whatever it may be, drawings, something coming up that may have triggered something, okay, to do with a mother or to do with family or the past, whatever it may be. It could also be that secret sketches, the moon can sometimes be veiled. Things can be veiled. They can be not what they seem, or there's no clarity around something. And the Virgo energy wants clarity, okay? So, but it could also be that in order to bring the energy down, either one of you may be artistic or creative, and it's time to just sit and spend time doing that. And that will help to bring you into the present moment, to release getting caught up in heavy emotions or high emotions at this time. It will just help you to bring you into the present moment. It did also come up in the life reading. There's like creativity or artistic a bent here, and it's saying that is a way of releasing energy and actually focusing your attention into the present moment. It could be very detailed work as well, and that will help to smooth and soothe and to give you clarity, and also to lift you out of sort of difficult emotional turmoil or whatever it may be. Also from a self-esteem point of view, okay, whoever is grappling with this. I feel there's a self-esteem or a feeling of not being really meeting a benchmark or an impossible level of perfectionism, and it's causing a bit of a problem in the situation. From your point of view, you've got Mercury, so I feel that you want to communicate about this with your person. You want to communicate, you want to talk about it, you want to do research, get information together, and discover certain things, and to explore and find out. You're curious about what you want to say, or what you want to find out more, but you're the one that's communicative and wants to get things moving from that point of view. And but it could also be that you want to air certain things. You want to say certain things around your emotions. You also may want to express certain things with this Virgo energy. You may want to speak up on certain issues as well and actually bring the analysis into the situation. Whatever is going on, it could be an external thing that's, confronting the relationship. This could be related to your home, because that did come up in the life reading. So you could be looking for a new home, or you could be wanting to change something, and there's issues coming up, there's details that need to be looked at, and that your opinion is valid here. Okay, your opinion is valid. You want to communicate, and you can do the research, and you can put things together. There's this vision coming up with Mercury. It's all about words, communication, thinking, musing, perception, that sort of thing, and awareness, learning as well. All of those things come in. We've also got for you the divine door. It says, inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. So if you are feeling uncertain, or there's self-esteem, or you're not feeling like you're meeting a specific target that you have set for yourself, it's saying that there's nothing to fear. Okay, just relax. get past perfectionism and the nitpicking or the criticism of yourself or others at this time, and come back to the fact that you are good enough, okay, that the situation is going to be all right. Yes, there will be research that needs to be done, but articulate your fears. That will also be helpful. And there's nothing to fear. Your person is probably being a bit more secretive, or they're quiet, or they've gone within. They could also be very passionate about you and the relationship or whatever is occurring at this time. They could also be very almost like obsessive about it. They may be obsessing about something, or they are wanting to do the very best they can. They want to be thorough with what they want to do. They really want to be there to support or to put their best foot forward. But they could also be sitting on a few things as well. Maybe they've got some things that also need to be aired, but whatever is occurring is going to transform them in some way. It's also going to help them to be able to, to grapple with deep things. Scorpio is a very deep energy, so things could also be coming up at this time to be discussed or talked about, but they just may be a little bit inward at this time. They may have gone inward, whereas you are being more expressive. And it says here that, but I do feel they want to put their best foot forward. They want to do the very best. They want to be thorough. They're very passionate about what is occurring. They're very passionate about you, and they want to do this right. They just may be going a little bit overboard, if I could put it that way. Meditation is important for them. They're going to need to do this out in the fresh air as well, whether it's walking or spending time sitting outside. That's going to be very helpful for them. And maybe they know that, and maybe that's the going inward that they're doing at this time. It also says, so that's morning memory. Morning memory, its healing gift runs a distance course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. Meditate under the sun. Okay, so I feel they may be doing that. They may have gone inward at this time just to try and get control of how they're feeling. And then the other divine door that they got is the art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. So I feel they want to show this. They want to show they want to show that they love what's going on and they love you or love the situation. They want to express that. And they may just be holding back at this time, or just be unsure how to express it in a way which isn't going to come across as being too much, But I feel that they need to express it. But they, going inward will help them to formulate that. But I do feel they want to express that and be there and be thorough with what is occurring right now. We have got for the situation, fulfillment is here for you. Okay, there is fulfillment coming in, or there will be fulfillment once certain hurdles are crossed here. But there is opposition energy here. So this is about mirroring. So you're mirroring each other, or there's some kind of issue to do with balancing opposites. Okay, so this is about finding that middle ground, not swinging one way or the other. And this also brings in discipline. Okay, so this is about discipline. There's a bit of a test going on, but it's also about making conscious certain things. And that's certainly for the Scorpio energy. They may be sitting on a few things, but Mercury, you want to talk about it. So the balance has got to be found here, and with the feelings may be high at this time, but come back to coming to that middle ground between opposing situations or opinions or feelings or whatever the situation. Allow things to rise up and be talked about, if there's any kind of conflict, to come to the middle ground, the greatest good, the greater good for all. We've also got here, don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So there could be a bit of ego going on here at this time. And full moon is always a culmination. And the Leo energy is all about honor and integrity and courage and all of those things. But pride can also be getting in the way. So it seems to me like somebody is in their pride energy, or there is pride arising up in a situation. Perhaps it's a decision that needs to be made, and one or either of you is blocking it because of pride. This is about coming to a compromise and doing what's best for all. So finding the middle ground and looking at everything and what will be the best resolution to a situation as opposed to a specific point of view. And this will help your relationships if you can find that middle ground, but also, as I said, get past ego that may be blocking something in the situation here. And also it could be the spotlight energy. So one or either of you or the relationship is in the spotlight at the moment. And this could be professionally or it could be within the relationship itself. There's a spotlight on, and this is about, treat others how you would like to be treated. Basically, that is the energy there. And then the divine door that's coming in there is begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. So there's some sort of journey, whether it's a physical travel, as I said, moon travel can come in with this. So whether it's a journey that you need to go on or whether it's a journey within the relationship, do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. So don't be afraid. Okay. Somebody is afraid here, or there's a fear of some sort that whether it's a love journey or a journey that's been taken within the relationship, or whether it's a physical journey, it's saying that don't be fearful or don't be afraid of this journey that is unfolding for you at this time.